Hey guys, welcome to the Cronus of Review Diaries. Today we want to take a look at a very popular speaker, and that is the PMC 2522i stand mounts. In this video we wanted to chat a little bit more about the sound. Obviously all the technical specs can be found on our website at cronusfv.com, but I think we wanted to try and cover a few of the questions we get from customers which we thought might be helpful. So in this review we wanted to have a chat more about the sound and the usage of the 22i, and also maybe what about how compatible they may be with your system. So just to start with, as you can see, the 22i's are quite a large stand mount speaker. Essentially, they are a bigger version of PMC's hugely popular 21i series. And the idea behind that is that they're for use in larger spaces. So if you have a larger room but still wanted to go with stand mount, or still like the fact that with the stand mount you have a lot more adjustment for your room, the 22i's could be the perfect solution. As they're designed for larger spaces, as you can imagine, they have much more weight to the sound. So that's the key difference that we found between the 21s and the 22i's. There's a lot more weight to the sound, the mids are much stronger, and the top ends, I guess you could say, are maybe slightly more controlled, which is not a criticism to the 21i by any stretch. I think it's just obviously something that's been adapted in order to make the 22i's more suitable for larger spaces. As I said, it is obviously a much larger speaker. It still comes in all the same finishes. You have this gloss black, you have a walnut and an oak, so there's a few choices there. Again, it's all hand built in England by PMC, of course. So the finish, the build quality is exceptional, and that is all backed up with the 25-year warranty that PMC offer on these speakers. They still contain the ATL technology, see in the front here. So you're still gaining all that PMC technology in the 22i, but you have the advantage that if you are using them in a bigger room, these are going to work much, much better. A couple of things, I guess, to take into consideration is their size. PMC do make a dedicated stand, and I would highly recommend that if you are considering the 22i's. They are a bigger speaker. The stands are the perfect set for these. Obviously they're matched, so sonically they're very good, but also for stability and also just sitting right, the PMC stands are perfect. They're not hugely expensive in comparison to the speaker, so I think if it was for me, I would highly recommend the stands. I think they're a really, really exceptional part of the system. But yeah, I think the 22i's are ideal. Obviously, if you're using a smaller space, you're probably better looking at something like the 21i. It's a smaller size. It's gonna suit the room better. It's gonna be less bass, a bit more less weight to the mids. So that's gonna suit your smaller space better. You're gonna get a better sound that way. And yeah, so 22i, hugely popular speaker, and one we highly recommend. In our store, we actually have. We were doing the listening tests on these. It is a much bigger space, and we certainly preferred the 22i's to the 21i's. But again, that's just based on the space that we had. In terms of sound quality, you're getting beautiful detail with really the 25i in general. But the 22s, as I say, with that really strong bass line, with those solid mids, the top end is just really, really sweet and natural. The only thing I would say is to just be careful with your amplifier matching with these. If you do go with a colder amplifier, we have had customers sort of saying they can become a little fatiguing, maybe, but with the right amp, these are amazing. So it's just a case of making sure you pair them up well, like most speakers. And of course, as a dealer, we're more than happy to chat to you about that. If you want to let us know what your current system is, what amps you have, etc., and cables, we're more than happy to say whether we think the PMCs are going to be the right way forward for you. But yeah, as I say, besides that, there's very, very few negatives really that we can think of. For £3,600, they're one of the best speakers probably on the market in the stand mount range. They're going to suit a lot of people. If you love the detail and you love really crisp, nice tops. These are perfect. And say you've got the ATL system, so they've that real punchy bass, and obviously this the mid range is really solid as well. So it's great across the musical spectrum. It's great three-dimensionality with it. Lots of realism, obviously, with that detail as well. So as a package, the 20i is really exceptional. As I say, they're only going to work for certain people with certain size rooms, but again, the PMC have more options there available if you do have a smaller room. So yeah, I hope that answers some of the questions that we currently get asked. As I say, this is a very quick overview video, so of course if you have questions, please never hesitate to contact us. We're always happy to help, always happy to answer your questions. We appreciate that it's quite specific, it's quite personal in regards to your current setup and your current system. So any questions you have, we're more than happy to answer. Of course, these are available on cornetv.com as well as in store if you want to come in for a listen or look around. And they are available at 0% finance. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. And as I say, if you have any questions, please never hesitate to get in touch. All our contact details are available on our website. And hope to see you guys soon.